I knew I was too talented for it to go to waste. I had a fire, I had a light inside of me that just said, like, it's worth it, keep going.
No one expected Amy Hunt, the British sprinter, to be here. To her left, Shericka Jackson, 3 world titles. To her right, Gabby Thomas, Olympic gold. The crowd already knew the outcome until the final 50 meters. What happened next silenced the stadium and rewrote everything they thought they knew about women's sprinting.
I knew I had something within me. I think running so fast, so young, and running faster than any of these girls have run at age 17.
Amy Hunt crossed the finish line in 22.01 seconds to claim silver at the 2025 World Athletics Championships on September 20th, 2025. The 22-year-old British sprinter finished behind only Melissa Jefferson-Wooden of the United States, who won gold in 21.78 seconds. Hunt defeated Shericka Jackson of Jamaica, who took bronze in 22.14 seconds, and Gabby Thomas, who placed 4th in 22.18 seconds. The performance shattered expectations for Hunt. She entered the championships ranked 18th in the world for the 2025 season. Athletics analysts predicted a semifinal elimination at best. Instead, she produced the race of her life when it mattered most. Hunt's journey to the Tokyo final began with the first-round heats on Thursday morning. She won her heat in 22.34 seconds, posting the 3rd fastest time across all heats. The controlled performance advanced her without revealing full speed. The semifinals on Friday night tested Hunt's championship medal. She ran 22.18 seconds to finish 2nd in her semifinal behind Jefferson-Wooden. The time matched her season's best entering the championships and qualified her for the final as one of the 6 fastest semifinalists. Hunt drew lane 6 for Saturday's final. The assignment placed her between a Navia Battle in lane 5 and Brittany Brown in lane 7. Jackson occupied the challenging lane 8 on the outside, while Jefferson-Wooden ran from lane 4 and Thomas from lane 3. The race started at 21:45 local time under the lights of the National Stadium. Temperature measured 26 degrees Celsius with moderate humidity. Wind readings showed plus 0.4 meters per second, well within legal limits for record purposes. Hunt's reaction time of 0.158 seconds ranked 4th fastest among the 8 finalists. Jefferson-Wooden reacted quickest at 0.142 seconds. The difference of 0.016 seconds gave the American a slight edge off the blocks, but nothing decisive. The field accelerated into the curve with Jefferson-Wooden taking early position. Hunt settled into 4th place through the turn, tracking the leaders while conserving energy. Her technical execution on the curve kept her within striking distance entering the homestretch. Coming off the bend, Jefferson-Wooden led clearly with Jackson and Thomas challenging for the remaining medals. Hunt occupied 4th position approximately 2 meters behind the medal places. The final 100 meters would determine the podium. Hunt's acceleration from 60 to 80 meters separated her from the field. While Jackson and Thomas maintained their speeds, Hunt continued building velocity. Her stride frequency increased without losing mechanical efficiency. At 80 meters, Hunt pulled even with Thomas and Jackson. The 3 athletes ran shoulder to shoulder with 20 meters remaining. Hunt's late race power gave her the decisive edge. She surged past both established champions in the final 15 meters. Hunt leaned at the line in 2nd place, 0.13 seconds ahead of Jackson. The margin represented clear separation rather than a desperate lunge. Thomas finished just 0.04 seconds behind Jackson, missing bronze by the narrowest margin. Jefferson-Wooden's winning time of 21.78 seconds established dominance in the event. The performance announced her as the world's fastest female 200-meter runner for 2025. Hunt's silver behind such a strong winner carried no shame. The result marked Hunt's first global championship medal in her senior career. She had competed at 2 previous world championships and 1 Olympic Games without reaching a final. Tokyo represented her 4th major championship and 1st podium finish. Hunt was born on March 17, 2003 in London, England. She began athletics as a junior competitor, showing early promise in sprint events. Her progression through age groups demonstrated consistent improvement without breakthrough performances. At the 2019 World Youth Championships in Nairobi, a 16-year-old Hunt competed in the 200 meters. She failed to advance past the heats, finishing 5th in her heat with 24.38 seconds. The result came 6 years before her World Championship silver. Hunt's junior career peaked at the 2021 European U20 Championships in Tallinn. She won bronze in the 200 meters with a time of 23.51 seconds. The medal provided confidence, but came against age group competition rather than senior elites. Her transition to senior competition proved difficult. At the 2022 World Championships in Eugene, Hunt competed in the 200 meters, but was eliminated in the heats. She ran 23.26 seconds, finishing outside qualification positions. The gap between junior success and senior competition became clear. The 2023 World Championships in Budapest showed improvement. Hunt reached the semifinals but finished 7th in her heat with 22.86 seconds. She missed the final by 0.12 seconds, eliminated one round before medals. The near miss demonstrated closing gap to elite level. At the 2024 Paris Olympics, Hunt again advanced to the 200-meter semifinals. She placed 6th in her semifinal with 22.94 seconds, again failing to reach the final. The pattern of semifinal eliminations continued, building frustration despite technical improvements. Hunt entered the 2025 season with adjusted expectations. Rather than targeting Olympic or World Championship finals, she focused on consistent sub-22.50 performances. The modest goals reflected realistic assessment of her competitive level. Her 2025 season progression showed steady development. In May, she ran 22.45 seconds at a European meet. By July, she had improved to 22.28 seconds at a Diamond League competition. The times indicated form without suggesting medal potential. At the British Championships in August, Hunt ran 22.18 seconds to finish second behind Dina Asher-Smith. The performance secured her World Championship selection but came 2 months before Tokyo. Athletes typically peak in September for World Championships held that month. Hunt's training base at Loughborough under coach Tony Minichiello provided world-class preparation. Minichiello previously guided Jessica Ennis-Hill to Olympic heptathlon gold in 2012. His expertise in championship preparation proved crucial for Hunt's breakthrough. Amy Hunt's 200-meter silver in Tokyo was no accident. It was the product of precision coaching and perfect timing. Her training focused less on raw speed and more on race execution, mastering how to stay relaxed through the curve and explode down the home stretch. At 22, Hunt hit the sweet spot where strength, maturity, and experience finally came together. Standing 1.70 meters tall, she possessed the ideal build for the 200 meters, a balance of stride efficiency and smooth mechanics that produce speed without wasted motion. The Tokyo final was her 25th senior international 200-meter race, and that experience paid off. She knew exactly when to surge, when to hold back, and when to strike. Behind her, Shericka Jackson extended her medal streak with a bronze, her 4th straight World Championships podium after 3 golds. Gabby Thomas, the Olympic champion, placed 4th, and Dina Asher-Smith finished 5th in 22.20 seconds, just 0.02 behind Thomas. With 2 Britons in the top 5, the depth of British sprinting had never looked stronger. Hunt's 21.78 made her the 2nd fastest British woman ever, trailing only Asher-Smith's record of 21.88. The silver brought $40,000 in prize money, but the real reward was fame. Within 72 hours, Hunt gained 60,000 new Instagram followers, sponsorship offers poured in, and her profile exploded beyond athletic circles. As the 2025 to 2026 Diamond League season approached, every major meet wanted Amy Hunt in their lineup. Her silver medal had turned her from a rising talent into a global draw, and her appearance fees skyrocketed. Hunt's success didn't just boost her own profile, it also validated British athletics' sprint program, proving that years of investment in coaching, sports science, and technology could finally challenge the sprinting dominance of Jamaica and the United States. For Britain's next generation, Hunt became more than an athlete. She became proof that discipline and patience still pay off in a sport ruled by raw speed. Her unforgettable surge in Tokyo before 68,000 stunned fans wasn't just about a medal, it was a message. Amy Hunt had arrived, not by luck, but by design. And as the world turned its eyes toward Los Angeles 2028, Her story was only just 1/100th of a second can rewrite history, and in 2025, a 23-year-old British sprinter is making sure the world knows her name. Amy Hunt, once a teenage prodigy with a world U18 record in the 200 meters, is no longer just a name on the rise. She's now a direct challenger to icons like Sha'Carri Richardson. With bold ambitions, blistering speed, and the medals to back it up, Hunt is shaking up the sprinting hierarchy. At the 2024 Paris Olympics, all eyes were on Sha'Carri Richardson. After dominating the 2023 World Championships in Budapest with a spectacular 100-meter victory, she was the favorite to take gold in Paris. But in a stunning twist, she faltered in the final stretch. St. Lucia's Julian Alfred surged ahead to snatch the gold, leaving Richardson with a bitter silver. It was a shock. Her golden dream was delayed, and now, with her 2025 season proving rocky, the pressure is heavier than ever. Enter Amy Hunt. On October 7th, 2025, Hunt appeared on the podcast Untapped with Spencer Matthews. When asked about her Olympic goals, her answer wasn't hesitant. It was assertive, almost daring. Yeah, for sure. The aim is to get 3 golds, the 100, 200, and relay. That would be really, really cool. 3 goals, very heavy neck, but that's the plan.
Mm-hmm. Are you going to win in Los Angeles?
Yeah, for sure. The aim is to get 3 golds. That 100, 200 relay. That would be really, really cool.
The 100, 200, and 100 meter relay.
Yes. 3 golds. Very heavy neck. But
hey,
that's the plan.
This wasn't a throwaway comment. It was a clear message to Richardson, Gabby Thomas, and anyone else in her path. Amy Hunt is coming. And this isn't just talk. Hunt proved her credentials at the 2025 World Athletics Championships in Tokyo. In the 200-meter final, she shocked the world by taking silver, beating out Jamaican legend Shericka Jackson and finishing just behind Melissa Jefferson-Wooden, who had already claimed the 100-meter crown. Dina Asher-Smith came 5th. Hunt's time? A personal best of 22.08 seconds. As soon as I saw my mom, I burst into tears, Hunt said afterward. I knew I could do it as long as I put in a good turn and was with them off the bend. I am so proud of myself. That emotion was real. It wasn't just about the medal. It was about years of hard work, injuries, doubts, and sacrifice finally being validated on the world stage. Her 100-meter personal best of 11.02 seconds, achieved at the UK Athletics Championships in Birmingham, is another major step in her rise. That race secured her first senior national title and placed her firmly among Britain's sprinting elite. And with her silver medal in the 4x100-meter relay at the 2024 Paris Olympics and gold at the 2025 World Relays, Hunt has already proven she can deliver under pressure in both individual and team formats. But Amy Hunt isn't stopping there. She's already thinking ahead to the 400 meters. During her podcast appearance, she acknowledged the curiosity around her moving up in distance. I think everyone wonders if I'll move up to the 400 meters. It's something people are very eager for me to attempt, but that's a step we'll take eventually. Right now, we want to maximize what I can achieve in the 200 and 100 before moving on to longer distances. She added, the 400 meters will always be there, but my current priority is to make the most of my raw speed. I'm still young, and I also compete in the 100 meters and the 60 meters indoors, which takes place in January and February. Even at the most recent World Championships, I was racing both the 100 meters and 200 meters, which meant going through 6 rounds over 6 days. It's definitely a lot, and yet she handled it all. Her versatility across distances, 60 meters indoors to 200 meters outdoors, with 100-meter performances in between, shows she's more than a one-race specialist. She's a complete sprinter. Beyond the track, Amy Hunt is also a compelling figure. With a degree in English literature from Cambridge, she's as intellectually driven as she is athletically gifted. Speaking to The Times, Hunt joked about balancing personal ambitions. I actually always joke to my coach, medals before men, that's the quote of the day. Her focus is razor sharp, and even as she considers long-term plans like further studies or law school, her present goal is clear: sprint dominance. Her training, mindset, and life perspective all point towards sustained greatness, After recovering from a serious quadriceps injury in 2022 and finishing her studies in 2023, she fully dedicated herself to training. The results? She climbed from underdog to podium finisher. In early 2025, she ran a personal best of 7.09 seconds in the indoor 60-meter semifinal at the European Championships, eventually finishing 6th in the final. At the World Indoor Championships in Nanjing, she placed 5th in the 60-meter final with 7.11. Outdoors, she maintained her form. From 5th-place finishes in Diamond League events in Xiamen and Zurich to personal bests of 22.31 seconds in London and 11.02 seconds in Birmingham, Hunt's year was marked by steady, visible progress. At the World Championships in Tokyo, she faced the best in the world and didn't just compete, she conquered. Her 200-meter silver medal was a turning point. It wasn't a fluke. It was a signal that she belongs at the very top. Still, challenging Sha'Carri Richardson is no easy task. Richardson remains one of the most explosive sprinters of her generation. But in a sport where momentum is everything, Hunt has it. With the 2027 World Championships and the LA 2028 Olympics on the horizon, the showdown is set. Richardson has the experience, Hunt has the momentum, and while the American icon is still a dominant force, her slip in the Olympic final and mixed 2025 season opened the door for new threats. The rivalry isn't just personal, it's symbolic. It represents the next chapter in women's sprinting, a new generation pushing into elite territory, unafraid to chase down the stars of today. Hunt embodies that hunger. Her ambitions aren't limited to medals. She wants to change the perception of British sprinting, lead relay teams to global goals, and prove that balancing intellect and athleticism isn't just possible, it's powerful. In one interview, she spoke of how uncertain the future can be. She's considered everything from law to museum curation, but said, "My mind is always changing on that, and I think I'll only decide when I get to the end." But her direction in athletics is anything but unclear. Amy Hunt is aiming high, and she's not shy about it. She's already achieved more than many do in an entire career: Olympic silver, world silver, European gold, and a relay gold at the World Relays. But now, she wants the top of the podium. And to get there, she'll have to outrun Richardson, Thomas, Jefferson-Wooden, and a new wave of rising stars. The sprint world moves fast, but Amy Hunt moves faster. She's no longer chasing names, she's becoming one. And when she and Sha'Carri line up again, it won't just be about who runs the fastest, it'll be about who handles the pressure, who rises at the moment, who dares to believe they belong at the very top. Right now, Amy Hunt believes, and that belief might just be the most dangerous weapon on the track. This 23-year-old isn't just challenging Sha'Carri Richardson, she's coming for everything, and she's bringing the kind of momentum you can't manufacture, the kind earned through adversity, ambition, and absolute focus. With every race, Hunt is making it harder to ignore the changing tide in women's sprinting. A new queen might just be sprinting her way to the throne. Amy Hunt is proving that greatness isn't inherited, it's earned. With each stride, she reminds us that limits are meant to be broken, and legacy is crafted by those brave enough to chase it. The finish line isn't where her story ends, it's where it begins again, stronger, faster, and even more determined.
Now Sha'Carri starts to wind up, but she goes past Jefferson. Sha'Carri Richardson, 10:70.
Sha'Carri Richardson just made history, doing something no American woman has done in 30 years. After years of heartbreak, controversy, and doubt, the sprinting star has risen back to the top, winning 100-meter gold at the World Championships. But this victory is more than just a medal. It's proof of strength, redemption, and resilience. In 2025, Sha'Carri isn't just back, she's unstoppable, and the world is finally seeing her for who she truly is.
Here comes Richardson, the phenomenal freshman, wins the front end of the double. Let's watch the time. 10:75.
Oh my goodness!
Richardson first exploded onto the national scene in 2019 as a freshman at Louisiana State University, LSU. Running 10.75 seconds to break the 100 meters collegiate record at the NCAA championships, she instantly became one of the fastest women in history at just 19 years old. Her flamboyant style, long nails, colorful wigs, tattoos, and undeniable charisma made her an instant fan favorite.